What is going on, guys? Randall Thor 19, the man with a million, bringing you another video. Hoping everybody's having a great day. Thank you so much for stopping by the channel. It means a lot to me that you guys watch my content and enjoy it. So let's get into the video for today, right? This is going to be a Rand's Indie Spotlight. One of two videos today. I do have a second video planned for today. That'll be an opinion piece, and I think it's going to be a good one. It'll either be out today, 90% sure it'll be out today. If not, it'll be out tomorrow. But let us talk about Toby the Secret Mind. Okay, so first and foremost, Toby the Secret Mind is a puzzle platformer type game in the vein of, you guessed it, Limbo or Inside. I mean, hell, you even look at it straight on just watching the video. Character, especially the foreground stuff, with all the black and the two characters' eyes, it definitely resembles Limbo. So, Toby the Secret Mind, you go on an eerie adventure in a dark and creepy world full of dangerous situations, enemies, and challenging puzzles, where you have to use your wits, platforming skills, and puzzle-solving abilities to bypass mind-bending puzzles while avoiding traps and monsters. Yeah, so a lot of people are going to look at this game and they're going to be like, it's the Limbo ripoff, this is an Inside ripoff. And in the press release I got about the game, they said that it is definitely inspired by Limbo and Badland. And I'm going to come out right in front and say it. I don't really mind that it's inspired by. I know a lot of people have messaged me saying like, oh, what's that game like? And you know, they want to know if it's a ripoff of Limbo. And it's like, I don't know, man. Like, ripoff is a hateful term. Not hateful. It's a, I wouldn't use that term. I would use inspired by, because a lot of modern video games are inspired by previous video games, right? So right off the get, I like this game quite a bit. It's not too hard. It's definitely, if you're comparing it to Limbo or Inside, it's definitely easier than both of them. It's also much shorter than both of them, right? My playthrough, which I played in one sitting, took me about 2 to 2.5 hours while finding all the collectibles that the game has to offer, which is 26 of your friends. Because the story of the game basically is a bunch of your fellow village residents have gone missing, and people have gone out to look for them, but they never return. So Toby has taken it upon itself to come out and try to find what happened to these residents and who is behind it. So there's 26 what I would call collectibles in the game, but they're really your people that have been kidnapped, and you go along and you find them, and that's basically the collectibles of the game. But you know, I know a lot of people have issue with how short the game is. I didn't really have an issue with it. I thought it never outstayed its welcome. I thought that 2.5 hours is right about, what this game should have been, because I can't imagine adding another hour onto this game, because you kind of seen everything that the game has to offer by hour 2, right? But at the end of the day, I know Tim Dog says that quite a bit, but it's a good game. It is a $10 game, so it's cheap enough. It's an easy 1,000 for all of you achievement hunters out there. If you're looking to pad your gamer score or trophies or, Steam achievements, this is a pretty easy 1,000. It has a bunch of 200 pointers. Basically, just beat the game, find all your friends, die 100 times, and you pretty much get the full 1,000 in about 2 hours or so. So yeah, I mean, I don't know what else really is to say about the game other than I like the art style. Like, I like how each kind of section, if you remember in the beginning of the clip, it was the background was green and then yellow. Here it looks just like Limbo with the black on gray or black on white. But you'll come to different areas where, like right here, it's actually just white. You're on a snow mountain or whatever, and they do vary it up, and I appreciate that because it does look good on my 4K TV with my Xbox One S upscaled to 4K. The colors really do shine. But if you're looking for a challenging puzzle game, if you're out there like, hey Rand, I want a challenging puzzle game, this is not that. I never was stuck more than like maybe a minute on any puzzle. There was a part at the end where I got stuck on for 5 minutes because I inadvertently solved it the wrong way. So when I died, I was trying to replicate that because I had solved it the first time, not knowing that there was another way to solve it, but none of the puzzles are difficult at all. I think it does keep track of your deaths. I think when I finished the game, I had about 150 deaths. So you will die. There are moments where it's like, yes, you kind of need to... there are those moments where it's like you wouldn't know it's there, like this part here with these things in the ground, right? Like the first time you come across them, you're not going to know what they are, so you're just going to die, right? So it's kind of like trial and error. There are some elements of the trial and error, but all in all, I think it did a great job. I think it stands on its own, even though it's clearly inspired by other games like it. I think it was fun. I enjoyed my 2.5 hours with the game. I probably won't play it again because I don't think it really offers that much replay value. I kind of wish it had an achievement for like beating the game without dying. That would have been a cool achievement to go for, but it's one of those games where you play it once and you're done. But with all that said, I'd give the game a solid 7.5. I really enjoyed the game. I think it's one of the better kind of like puzzle platformers out there. It's not as good as Inside, and it's not as good as Limbo. So I don't want people to get their hopes up. It is a very competent, very competent puzzle platformer, and I condemn Head Up Games for making it. Well, that's it, guys, for the Randomly Spotlight. I hope you enjoyed the video on Toby the Secret Mind. If you did, please hit that like button and consider subbing to the channel. Later.